Alright folks, hope everybody's doing well. We are on Pat's Turnpike. I've only seen this one once before. Did it up in this angle. Haven't played this one in first person. It didn't look that interesting, but it's basically, from what I understand, it's kind of this field is like the left third of it, and it's really open. So it's a CSA attacking map. Both sides, you can see that's the arch. So this is the actual boundary, but again, it's just a lot of field you can see with like little islands of concealment and rocks. Point of contention is kind of right here, right along the road. This center third or so is the field. This extended part of the Union Battery, which is just a pretty bad position. Sometimes I wonder why things like this happen. And then the right third is the forest, and so we'll go. It's not that far, but it's kind of a forested third, and the CSA, understandably, is usually going to use the forest to obscure their movement, provide them some cover on the way in. Then they try to get in close and just duke it out. And because attackers generally have more tickets, they're happy to go 50-50, rinse and repeat. The Union has a group out there. I don't know. I think the CSA is doing this the right way. You get everybody together. It gives you your best chance to get out your flags. It also gives you, a chance to lose all your flags at once. But I doubt that's going to happen. But it's hard for the Union to kind of counterpunch and concentrate against dispersion because you've already concentrated as much as you can. And their only real solution is to counter-concentrate, and then it's just really bloody. That seemed like it was friendly, but maybe not. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was.
Here they are, shoot them the fuck out.
But yeah, you can see why it's so hard to defend this at a distance. Yeah, you can embed yourselves in rocks and things like that, but you would need big numbers, because even if you're one company well embedded... But see, that's the kind of stuff that happens here.
Okay, flag back it up, flag back it up.
I think they're saying the same thing.
Flags back it up, flags back it up, flag back it up.
And the Union, just to make a tough situation harder, when Wallace won the shootout.
They're charging.
But the Union, you have to wear red in the woods. it's rough. And you guys are on the same team.
Wheel back on me onto the new line. 150 Bay, right here on the new line. Fire southwest. Fire southwest. They're shifting towards the hill.
But you see, that's the CSA, right? They have a rock. That.
Oh, what the fuck?
Absolutely that absolutely had to come from friendlies. But again, you're using artillery to blind fire. And it sounds like...
Charge them out. Wipe them.
Women aren't real.
Yeah, I don't think that charge was going to go terribly well, but it's hard to know any of this stuff, whether you're in first person or third. But just from my perspective, I don't know if they know how many CSA are back there. And the CSA flags are up, so they're respawning anybody that goes down.
Keep pushing, boys. Wipe them. We almost wiped them. Keep pushing.
Is that true? Maybe it is. Looks like the Union's starting to get a little bit of a surround on them, but they're trickling in here. And the CSA is happy to kill them out of formation, but actually the CSA is doing not great on tickets. Not as well as I thought they would do.
Keep wiping them. Union, keep pushing. Get the flag up.
It's bloody in here.
Nice one. Good work.
I mean, the CSA seems like it has also been...
Keep wiping this.
No, I think... No, it was Union that got team killed with already, so I don't know what to tell you. CSA's got a flag down. They got to get up. Now we are closer to Union
Right here in the
spawn.
fucking middle. Club 'em,
So,
club 'em, club 'em.
all things being equal, the Union should win this attrition fight. Just because of how close spawn is. But, see it? We got flag bearers from two sides. 10 yards.
Flags. Wait, do we hold? No, flags run out of bounds.
Well, you might have before.
Flags,
Go west. Southwest. Flags go somewhere southwest.
I'm guessing
Flags, get the fucking
It's a direction. It's west. You tell them to run west. But it sounds like some other CSA are now up here. Maybe that was just an officer. Alright, I think the Union's finally going to get the wipe there because... Oh.
Flags, run out of bounds. Run out of bounds, flags. Run.
Well, one of them heard the order. The other one was just a little slow. I don't know if this one's out of bounds or not. It's counting me out of bounds. So I think so.
Daddy's voice. Daddy's moving up here. Come to Bappa. Come to Bappa. Get up here, gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Get 360. 360 no scope.
Let's see. So the CSA without their flags has to respawn from further back. That can't be... Man, that is a hike. Ugh. Yeah, so the Union's a little behind on tickets. But if... Well, we'll see how long it takes those flags to respawn. The Union might be pushing up... They might try to... I don't know if they can grab the edge of this tree. Oh, they can. And if they're able to cut this off...
Low and hold right here.
From the CSA? Good luck, CSA. It's actually not as bad as I'm making it sound, because if the Union put too much here, CSA just goes through the open field here, right? You just... Right? If there's only one or two Union companies here, then you can still concentrate against them and wipe them. And move on to the others. And now, CSA already probably can't team kill, but they didn't do it before. It was the Union. And that's how close the two sides are. You hear the Union hurrah going off, and that's what it is. So more friendly infantry showing up for the CSA RD to do stuff. Man, where is the CSA? That looks like other Union companies are pulling back. One of the flags for the CSA despawned. Is the other one just not going to? I thought both were outside of the boundary. Oh, nope, this one wasn't. Yeah, that's right. Anybody's game. But I think at this point the CSA has to be happy that they're at least burning through the tickets quickly. And they're not at a disadvantage yet. I actually don't know how far over. Oh, that's interesting. You can go over this far. I mean, it's not going to fool the Union if they're sitting right there, but at least as a CSA, if you're looking to build up without getting shot down, this is an option. And then from there, it's just a push out. Well, don't do it Rambo style, but that's interesting to know. And the Union is opting to hold in the tree line. Oh, and the CSA was pushing up. So this is bad for the CSA. I mean, these guys dying and out of line and skirmishing. That kind of stuff has got to drive you crazy from the team perspective. But I think some of the original RD placement might incentivize that. I don't know. When I played a lot more artillery, I just want as much open ground around me as possible. I don't care if it allows people to shoot at me. I'll finagle the caissons. I'll make it work. Granted, I wasn't doing it with the accuracy buff, but I'd hate being that close to that tree line, and I'm sure the Union already down there feels the same way. Last time I watched this map, they had quite a bit of trouble came out of those trees. So we'll see what the CSA comes up with here. They have time to spare, right? They had a good burn rate early on, ticket burn rate, and now if they want to collect themselves, they can. So this CSA group has their flag. They're opting for long range shooting, I guess, at the group out on the hill. I think there's something wrong with my system because none of those guys look like they were aiming. So it's either me or it's the server. Well, now they have a different problem, but. Alright, so we got a CSA push over here. Nope, we don't. We did, and flag decided better of it. Maybe they're just telling infantry to go in. Alright, they got an officer with them, so they have a...
Yeah. Alright, let's just keep moving in. I don't know what I'm doing, basically.
I don't know. We will see. Alright. The Union's
Yep, dead one. Dead big
pretty thick here.
the west side.
Reinforcements are on their way, and I guess there still is another Union company out here in the woods.
Right here. Hold fire, bang us down. Shoot anything that moves in front. Shoot anything that moves in front. That's Rambo's. Rambo's in front. Shoot them.
That is correct.
Then that's his fault for being there. It's not your fault. Yeah, you could be up there.
Yeah, we have some Rambo wars going on. Not the most interesting thing to cover. Right? It's not Shiv 2. We don't need the 1v1 melees. Shiv 2 is great, but it's not what we're doing here. And this is the CSA kind of, I think maybe a little late, but the idea is there is that if the Union's gonna castle up in the woods, alright, well, we'll take the open field. And I know that they can make it to that position because I saw a CSA scrim group last time I did this. They embedded themselves in there, and the Union like never paid attention to them, and they were just dropping people the whole game. They were dropping infantry, they were dropping they were dropping arty. This guy is very brave. I mean, he's lucky he hasn't been killed so far. But yeah, you can see the lag spike there where it looked like the dude sprinted super quick because I don't know if it's the server or it's me, but that was a canister. Looked like he got the lead guy there, but the CSA is going to try to make it up on the back end. They got to be worried about that. I don't know if they've tunnel visioned onto the arty here.
Southeast,
Yeah,
southeast.
the Union's cutting off their path of retreat, and so the CSA I think has two options, which is they're going to opt to try to get strong up here. The other, I think that was from friendlies. Oh, and the Union's not going to let them. I was going to say the other option was to continue straight through to the woods and try to fight your way out. I don't think they understand quite how close the Union are. Or maybe they do, and this is all they got. Then I don't know where they time out back here, but apparently the Union can go very far behind point. Oh, that's interesting. This is a little absurd. Okay, I didn't know you could go way back here. Yeah. They could lead the Union on a wild goose chase, but I guess the Union is just going to content itself with, alright, we'll put 4 companies in the fight against, I guess, 3 active CSA ones. Alright.
Stop reloading. Come on, shift. Come on, boys.
So that's that. I guess this Union company is just going to try to look off the CSA. Yeah, but eventually that CSA group is going to start receiving some arty. Yeah. Alright, let's go on board with these guys. They actually have an engagement going on. And some people are finishing a reload while getting stabbed. But I suspect the guy who stabbed him was a Rambo.
Watch out for Rambos.
Speaking of which, I don't know if the CSA is still okay. They are still up on tickets here. I mean, they are the attackers. They get
Rebel
that.
flag right in front. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire.
You can see the officer there.
Advance on me, advance on me, advance on me, advance on me.
Advance.
I don't love giving you these wood engagements,
Charge him
but
out.
because it is hard to see much of anything. It's dark,
Go away, go away.
but it's some interesting stuff. We got to give it some love. The CSA decided to pull the flag out pretty early. I guess maybe that group was on the weaker end of things. All right, so let's go to the sound of the guns. We got a CSA group skirmishing out here. The Union has moved up on that group, which is now going to run its way out that way. I don't think that they could go through the corner. I suspect they would if they could. And it looks like it'll time you out just before you get to it over here. So the CSA will get out. They'll get the flag out. Union's about to go taking losses. The CSA's not far behind them, but they're a little ways. I mean, the Union looks like it's 1-2% of tickets before it goes taking losses. CSA looks like it has like maybe 10% left on the engaged bar. So, yep, they dropped the flag. It was good shooting. Post ballistics update. All right, I assume this is 2 Union company. I do not assume that anymore. It is 2 CSA companies against the Union company. And they are very close to each other. That's the Union going down, taking losses first. Oh, I'm pretty sure that means the Union has, or the CSA has Mississippi's. And that...
What do you mean, sir?
That sound sounded a lot like a Mississippi. In any event, and you can also tell that the Mississippis have like the knives on the end rather than the bayonet. And they got that kind of copper. That was a fantastic. That was a risky, but a fantastic canister shot. You can tell somebody dies of canister because they just fall backwards. It's just it's weird when you like look at a line and you see like 2 or 3 guys next to each other and they just all simultaneously fall backwards. It's because they got hit with canister. That was, where was, oh, so I guess friendlies, I guess Union, what happened to that group that the CSA was shooting at up here?
Can you wait over here? Ventricles.
I guess the Union group pulled back so Artie knew that it was clear, and I've captured it, so, you know, not that they'll ever find out, but in fact, that Union Artie shot was great. And that's why you heard the Union huzzahs after that, because pretty sure that shot is what put the CSA in taking losses. All right, I hear a lot of shots ripping. So I think that's 2 CSA companies, or it's 2 parts of a fat line. Maybe they were shooting at this group. This group maybe did a little bit of a crest fire volley. All right, that's died down. 1 CSA flag is... Yeah, the white flag is CSA. Okay, a lot more Union are filing in here. See the Union flag.
Looks like we killed it.
It does look like that. Yeah, I don't see any more CSA here in the woods. Well, not really. Now we just gotta see what the CSA... Alright, they're gonna try it again. Union... Are these CSA out here? Yeah, they... Oh my goodness. So either I'm lagging a lot more than I thought, or I don't know... I guess that... I don't know what happened to that CSA There were 2 lines out here, right?
Oh shit, they're right there.
Yep. So we know it's mostly Union in the woods. I don't know where the CSA went. No idea. They're still slightly up on tickets.
Boys, let's shift to left. Go help these fellas on the left. Come on. On me, boys. On me. Double quick. And then they're up on the left.
No, Sarge.
Okay.
We're up there, Artie. You don't need your binoculars.
Fuck out of the way.
I should laugh. That's every shot I do in Nerdy. Yeah. Alright, we missed some of the CSA in the woods, but it doesn't look like they've hit a Union line yet, so...
We're in the forest, on me.
Officer, that was a forward, like a, officer, they don't.
Fire! Anything in front of you, anything in front of you, they're running.
You see the, I believe there's Zoobs that are trying to not get flanked. And there's more Union falling back. You see the Union had a fat line up here, and I guess there's more CSA in the woods than they thought. The CSA's in here, and they stay mobile. They can wreak havoc here on the Union already out of lines.
Put up on these rocks. Use these rocks as your ammo.
This
Alamo
is
strike.
oh, well. Remember how the Alamo ended. But anyways,
Dead to your left. Dead to your left.
it is. It is.
Left.
Your other left. I'm not sure.
Full set, full charge, full set, full charge. Hello, boys. We're hearing you.
How long until our retarded officer learns?
Well, if you don't like it, take over. Show them how it's done.
Steal, ye bastards! Flinching fucking steal!
Is there enough
Yeah, give him cold steel. Give him cold
Union
steel.
here? Yeah, I guess there is enough Union here. I mean, the flag's just spawning people who are dying,
Regroup. Hands on the A.
Easy, 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 easy. It's all friendly now.
but it
It's
is
all right.
it
Let's
is
go.
good to get it down.
Regroup.
All right, CSA has this group up at the
Keep
edge.
these flags together. Somebody go get those flags on our left.
It's wow, there's 2 CSA flags. Oh, it's
They're charging.
yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a simple matter. CSA is gonna go for pop volley over there.
Are you gonna do that again? Please do it again. Please charge us. Pretty please. I'm asking nicely. I'm asking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You sons of bitches, I'm gonna take your testicle!
Well, then you'll have some. Yeah, that. It seemed like there were a lot of CSA. It's just trickling in. I mean, and now I don't know if the Union can corral. The boys have their dander up, and I just don't know if they want to keep going. But I guess wisely. Union officers going to bring them back and tempt the CSA to once again, I guess, recover their flags or try to establish a foothold in there.
Get ready.
It's hard to know how things are actually working out on the ground. It seems like the Union groups are having a better time coordinating than the CSA ones, but maybe it just looks like that. Maybe that is the case, and so it looks like the CSA is not as coordinated.
The flag's already gone, dumbass. You're charging for nothing. You're all dying for nothing.
Yeah, it's true. It's gonna be a lot of CSA dead. A couple at the end who will be out of formation. This is how you allow the defenders to to get into it after you had worked up a little bit of a ticket lead. I would bet it's probably... I kind of feel bad for the Union here. It seems like they've played this one pretty well. It's certainly been an aggressive defense, and I think they're just getting beat by the tickets on the map. Union goes breaking first. CSA is got about 15% or so left. Union moving very swiftly here to put enfilade fire on that CSA group. I think the Union's done a great job, but I think the inherent ticket advantage is against them. But sometimes the best team doesn't win.
Hey, how you guys doing?
If the terrain was like insurmountably difficult for the CSA, I would say, you know, sure, give them the ticket advantage. But like, the woods are supposed to be your thing, right? And you've just gotten owned in there. Seems like time and again they've been wiped, and so at the end of those there should be some skirmishing and Adeline deaths every time the CSA has a group gets wiped. And the Union's really committed to just not losing those melees. They'll just throw everybody into them, and they'll lean on, you know, spawning people from main to eventually beat the CSA. CSA started really strong. I thought, working together, moving together, and it's felt a bit disjointed since then. Yeah, so you could tell the Union's pretty far behind. They're already down about 15-20% in breaking, but
Guys, there's an already gun like right in front of us east there. Would you like to control you there?
all right, CSA is pushing up through the open field. Union already needs... Is that that is Union already. They need to run away. I don't know what they're going for here. Well, anyways, all right, the Union's spilling out of the woods. If the CSA had a group in waiting back there, a small group, they didn't have a big group to kind of come in on the back end of that. But it looks like now the CSA is sending one company up to try to cap the point. It looks like the Union's going to try to come up behind them. And that's how they're going to deal with 1, 2... I thought there was a third CSA flag up here. There is. Union will get some more out of formation tickets.
Run left. Clear them off.
Yeah. The CSA might just do fine just staying mobile, killing those out of formation guys, and putting the Union in the last stand that way. There's a fair chance that they could lose their flags. You can see the Union's charging out. Trying to charge out the CSA groups. It doesn't look like they have the numbers to do it yet. I mean, the CSA also has a lot of guys that are just reloading, even though the Union's pushing through them in a melee. Alright, so if the CSA had broken their loads, they probably would have done fine in that melee. Union's sending in another wave. It might be enough to finish the CSA off out of here. Yeah, that's true.
I need 5 on point right now.
Well, yeah, you could do that, or you could help friendlies win this melee. The Union's got about 25% left of breaking.
Hey, everyone get ready.
Yeah, CSA is capping. I don't know if the Union thinks they're going to be able to finish them off and then come over here. They have a group coming from spawn. I actually don't know where Union spawn is on this map. Union Arty guys got to just give up on it and try to deal with these guys. Union Arty officer needs to do... You don't have to worry about sponging the gun. It's not even angled up correctly. Alright, now the Union's going to push with the CSA having 3/4 of the cap. I don't know how big Cap is, but I think the Union's gonna... It's gonna be close, man. This guy's gonna try to remove some Cap weight. I think the CSA might just barely get it. Yeah, they do. They just barely get that Cap. The Union spent excess time trying to wipe the Union up there, but I don't think it really mattered. I think the tickets on the map probably kept the Union from winning. But let's see what the actual casualty numbers tell us. Yeah, it wasn't as bad. I tried to look at it before and after, right around the time the Union went breaking, and the CSA had taken more out of line, and I think some more skirmishing, but it wasn't dramatic. I guess they didn't take as many of those in the woods as I thought. So actually, I think the CSA just quietly did better than I was able to capture here on the video. So yeah, well done to the CSA. That's a tough one. It seemed like a tough one the first time the Union did it. This Union group did a much better job with it. But yeah, that's a tough defending assignment, and the Union has a number of those in War of Rights. But this is all still somewhat new, and metas are developing, and so this will be another one that we'll see how it goes.